And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us. Exciting times in WCPW here on Loaded. A week away. Ladies and gentlemen, from Exit Wounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall will decide the Wcpw Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. Introducing first from Wellington, New Zealand, she's the challenger, B. Priestley.
B. Priestley is going to challenge for the women's title. So now we know how this is going to be resolved. Striker and I knew that there was issues in the women's division. Something was going to transpire, and now we know what it is.
Yeah, it looks like Old Beatrice has accepted the challenge here, and her and Nixon Newell had a heated rivalry, and now it comes to a head.
Wcpw Women's Championship match.
Oi! Oi! Shut your mouth! I want complete silence when I'm talking. Thank you very much. Cheating to beat me. You hit me in the face with that belt, which, by the way, should be mine. So, yeah, you know what? I'll have a rematch with you. That's only if you're not too much of a pussy to accept. Just one thing, though. Just one thing. It's no DQ match.
What'd you say?
No disqualification match.
I guess the vacuum of power here without our general manager now allows wrestlers to make the rules.
And apparently the referee is agreeing with this because he rang the bell to start the match, so it's officially underway in a no disqualification matchup. And remember, the title's at stake.
Yes, and these two have had a last woman standing match in the past. Now add a no DQ match, and this rivalry is on the precipice of being epic.
The champion just kicked the challenger in the face. High risk, no reward this time.
Now, in your opinion, to whom does the advantage go in a no disqualification match like this?
Oh, good question.
Well, they both displayed heinous tendencies.
Right. I think if I wasn't better educated, I would say it's the champion until the champion is proven to not be.
You should run for office.
Well, it's a good question. It's a great question. It's whoever can function the best in that environment, who has the best plan. And obviously, the champion didn't know that this was going to be a disqualification match until moments ago.
That's a great point.
Priestley had it on her mind, so maybe in hindsight, I would say the challenger's got a little bit of advantage with these rules.
Swords of Essex flag now used as a weapon. Ooh, she's going to hang this young lady.
This is certainly not sportsmanlike, ladylike, like nothing. Not good. But again, title on the line, no disqualifications. Nixon Newell's title in jeopardy. There she is, the champion. Not in the best of ways right now, being assaulted again by an unrelenting B. Priestley. Where's Devon? Great kick. Man, that was right on the money. It's very challenging to hit your target when you're running and you're going to hit it with 1 foot. Great.
You almost put yourself in jeopardy because you can't stop your own momentum sometimes.
You're right. No doubt.
Hey, a little great kabuki. Some great muta, if you will. What I'm trying to say is that she spit something in B's face. It wasn't green, though.
Cross body off the railing. Nixon Newell trying to successfully defend her women's championship in a no disqualification match. Very aggressive as the champion in this no disqualification environment as Dee Priestley trying to cover up and protect herself. That tells me that Priestley still got her wherewithal. So, kick blocked, forearm shot knocked.
B looks like she's going for that same maneuver that she used against Little Miss Roxy in Edinburgh.
Man.
Tried to use it on Nixon 2 weeks ago.
Double arm back, double back suplex. Near fall. Not going to be easy there, champ.
And to your point, Nixon seemed for a moment to have a bit of a perplexed look. Had to realize she's in a no DQ match, whereas B knew what she was getting into. So now what you said is being brought forward and coming to life.
The chair in the ring is legal as a wrist lock. It's not there for anyone's comfort, I would assume.
Now, I alluded to the last woman standing match that these two had, and it involved a sequence with a steel chair.
Headbutt.
She might have spit in her face.
Wow. The aggression.
Oh, there is the shiniest wizard. I heard that term was coined by our old friend Jim Cornette.
I think you're right. I think I was sitting alongside him when he did that. Oh, hello.
And here it is right here. This is a callback to that last woman standing match. This happened in that match, and it's about to happen again.
A drive-by kick by Nixon Newell. Wait.
Hey, that's
Viper.
That is Viper.
My God, what is this monster of a woman doing here?
An international star in Japan for World of Sport, and now Viper is here in the WCPW ring.
And it's all legal because there's no disqualification. Is it fair? No. Is it sportsmanlike? Hell no. Viper with a steel chair, and there's nothing the referee can do about it. And the damn sad part about this whole ordeal is that Newell's title's at stake.
And look at the blood-stained chair that's being used on poor Nixon Newell.
That shot to the face. Referee's got to really use some discretion here. Look at that chair's got a bend in it.
These two know each other well on an international level, and like you said, it's no DQ.
No disqualification. What are you going to do?
Oh, come on.
Right across the steel chair, and that chair bent as well. And look at this. It's over. Forget about it. Viper.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and Wcpw Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, B. Priestley.
So B. Priestley is the new #1 woman in WCPW, but really, is she? What about Viper? And where does Viper fit into this equation? A new champion's been crowned with a lot of help from a mighty big, dangerous woman. Viper must be 200 plus pounds, Matt.
I mean, rarely am I at a loss for words, but what we just saw, what does that mean for the women's division here in What Culture Pro Wrestling? And what does it mean for the future of Nixon Newell?
For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is the aerial assassin Will Ospreay. But a certain somebody knows my name, don't you, Drew Galloway? Of course you know who I am because you've been avoiding me for a while now, haven't you, Drew? Ever since I whipped that kosh out, wrapped it round you, and stole your What Culture Pro Wrestling Championship, you've been avoiding me. You've been going off playing silly buggers with Joe Hendry because you know Will Ospreay will take your championship away from you. But there's no more running anymore, Drew. There's no more running because at True Destiny, I walked out with one half of the tag team championships with Scott Wainwright. And now the news has just broke that my beautiful girlfriend has just walked out with her women's championship. They call me the history maker, Drew. Do you know what that means? That means I'm gonna make history. The youngest ever Best of the Super Juniors, Will Ospreay, Britain's first Best of the Super Juniors, Will Ospreay. And I don't stop there. I keep climbing and climbing until I make more history, until there's nothing left to be done. So guess what, Drew? I am gonna walk in next week with this championship in one hand. And then after the bell rings, Drew, I'm gonna have your championship, my championship in the other hand. And I will hold all the power. Live by the sword. Die by the swords of Essex.
We're never going to stop doing magazines called wrestling. It's time for issue 4, the first magazine of 2017. To celebrate, we're looking back on the wrestling year that was, including end-of-year awards for best and worst matches of 2016, best and worst wrestlers of 2016, best and worst feuds, and many more. Also, a gigantic career retrospective on AJ Styles, Dixie Carter's crimes against wrestling, and how WWE should have booked the road to WrestleMania 2016, written by this sexual Catherine Wheel. As ever, the magazine is available now to order at shop.whatculture.com. For the love of God, buy it.